Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on my program. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you are joining me from any part of the world, I thank you very much for your contributions on this channel. Please kindly subscribe if you have not subscribed, and also click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. In this channel, I bring information to your doorstep. I bring news from all channels, from every angle. Things that have to do about the world, things that have to do about Africa, more especially Nigeria. I bring it to your doorstep, some information that you ignore, some information that you cannot be able to come across. I look for them, I bring it to your doorstep for you to see. Every video you see on this channel is for educational purpose.
Nigeria invited a certain group into dialogue. That group nominated a highly placed Nigerian to represent them. No name called. Now, it took that individual about 3 days to repudiate. And then just over a year later, the same group attempted the life of that individual. Look at that very well. Here comes a group who promised the entire world that they will bring security to Nigeria. There were a few bombings that were deadly in Abuja, but the moment they relocated to Abuja, the bombings stopped. Hey, what's going on? They used to travel Abuja, Kaduna frequently every day. The moment they bought private jets and stopped flying and traveling Kaduna, Abuja, it became one of the most insecure routes.
Senator Dati, our time is almost...
Now
just a second.
Now you see...
No, just a second. Our time is also almost up, but I find that the Labour Party is shying away from talking about how it will address security.
No, we're not shying.
The other parties are speaking on how they will tackle
Listen. The reason why we're not saying too much is because we know too much. Whoever knows too little is talking too much now. I had to pray in my heart before telling you what I just told you, just for the love of Nigeria. If you know what we're starting to know now, you will not talk too much. You'll just wait until you get there, and then you will deal with those who brought insecurity into Nigeria. Security is not the kind of thing you go about politicizing. We're not playing politics with security. For the sake of security, I'm ready to ally and partner with more than the Labour Party. But right now, I mean, why should I ever believe or even listen to APC talking about how they will secure Nigeria when after 8 years and $90 billion borrowed and spent, Kuje prison is, destroyed to remove? They don't know what they're talking about. Or they think Nigerians don't know what they're doing.
The Senate President said.
What?
That there is an insider. It looks like an insider.
Oh my God! All this, I don't want to get into that. You don't just start speculating with serious business. All this. If there is, say who he is or how. All I'm saying is that we have problem with the fundamental purpose of government in this country. The fundamental purpose in government, as stated in the Constitution, is security and welfare of its citizens. And we are not doing well in that. The earlier we realize that we need to get more people to police, more intelligence, more security agencies, personnel, and the better for us. But we are not doing good in that area.
No, I mean, you do not agree with what the Senate President said.
Because I don't want you to be joining me with Senate President. That is his own opinion. If he has an insider and he has the information, why don't he share it with other people? I don't want. I thought you say we are going. Wait now. I thought you say we are coming to discuss how do we solve this problem, not what the Senate President says.
No, we need to look at the problem.
No.
And look at the solutions.
You are not asking the right person. Go and ask the Senate President who are those that he said are insiders.
If you look at what happened there on the ground and how the operation of these elements happened, and perhaps the inkling of those who think that this could not have happened without the help of people on the inside. Do you believe that it was a compromise?
Why are you... I didn't know that this is what we are going to discuss. Honestly, I wouldn't have come. Why don't we talk about the solutions? get more people to do their job. Not what the Senate President said.
Oh, if the issue of fifth columnists.
God,
no, is there an issue about fifth columnists in the Nigerian security?
How would I know? How could you know? You see, this is where this country is not moving forward. You are taking so much of our time talking about what Senate President said. Why don't you call him and ask him? Why should you ask me? My name is Senator Irredeemable. Let me remind you that.
A member of the Senate.
Yes, but I have not seen the Senate President for a while. Why would you bring me here to start asking me? I thought we would be talking about how to solve this problem.
Aren't we talking about it?
No, you are talking about Senate President and he said...
And the implication of what he said, because there is a very strong implication of what he said.
Go and talk to the Senate President about that.
If there is an infiltration in our military or our security...
let him come and say, or you go and ask him, please.
Okay,
let's talk about the solution.
If you don't want to respond to what he said, that's fine.
I don't want to.
Let's talk about what is happening and what happened on the ground.
Thank you.
If you assess the situation properly, should we have had these elements being kept in this place for this longer time? And how do we move away from having them being kept? Because you said that not in Kanji, in several other correctional facilities, these guys are being kept there. How did we get here? How do we move away from that?
Sheun, let me adjust this discussion, please. I'm not here to be lamenting. I thought I'm here to discuss the solution to this problem, and that is the topic you put across, isn't it? Why would you come and be talking about lamenting? We have a security problem in this country. The height of it is one that we witnessed day before yesterday. What do we do? What we need to do, number one, is to get enough security agents on ground or personnel on ground in institutions like this or even areas of public interest. If there were enough soldiers, enough or well-equipped, well-trained personnel at that facility, those ragtag boys that came in, even they are not that professionally trained. Maybe they have honor, but I'm sure they are not as trained as the Nigerian police, the Nigerian army. How come they come there? Is because they don't have, that place is not fortified enough. Those places don't have what they need technically, like cameras, like drones, like all things that they can use in order to address this matter. So the Nigerian government, as a matter of urgency, needs to look at other agencies. Because this is not the first time. There have been prison breakouts in Edo, and so many areas. But nothing tangible or concrete has been done about it. No steps. When we come, we start lamenting, we start saying, so person says so. That is not the solution. Let us address this matter. Let us get more police on ground. Let us train them. Let us have the equipment. Let us make sure that where you keep these people are adequately protected. Let us make sure that justice is dispensed quickly.
You are describing an overhaul. What you're trying to paint is like an overhaul.
Of course.
Where do we start from?
We start from getting more personnel on ground. What the people said there, they don't have enough number, and they were calling out for help, and nobody was around there. So what do you do? Make sure that such places, not only that of Kuje now, such places all over the country, you make sure that there's adequate protection around, in and outside that kind of facility, number one. Then number two, you make sure that there are people that are on standby that will be given some timeline to say if there's a distress call, you must be at social place within social time. So that if they don't meet that and it happens, then you can say you are responsible. And this is responsible. But nobody's talking about that. Everybody is saying, oh, there are insiders there. Oh, some people say, I'm disappointed that all this lamentation is not the solution. And then after that, that is it. You start arguing on what the Senate President or the President said, and you ignore the problem. And therefore, even talking about the solution will not be there completely. Now, this is part of the problem. I've said it several times, you are my friend, but part of the problem we even have is like this one now, the press. Instead of talking about the issue and the ideas, you are talking about event and you are talking about people. And, it is only lesser mind that discuss people and events. Great minds should be discussing ideas. What do we do now that this has happened?
Senator Irredeemable, when a Senate President, and people like yourself speak about the issue, then it calls attention for it because you are privy to information. Now,
yes.
If you tell me something, I take it seriously because of your position as a politician in this country. Now, that's why the implication of this is what we are looking solution for. Now, the big question here, which bothers me, those guys that are on the loose, what they are capable of doing, how do we stop them?
That is what
now we don't know where they've gone. We don't know where they are.
Now we are talking.